Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Roulette Rivals 5 match between Mikulers and Frote. This is a PC losers bracket round 5. Head up, and the winner will go on to face the winner of Hardware versus Chris, and the loser will unfortunately be out. However, to help me through this trying time of trying to just recap this, what's going to be an action-packed match, it's Gunther. Say hello to the people, Gunther.
Hello. I'm very happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you along, mate. So we got Haven Island chosen first by Mikulers, and after Haven we will be off to Marrakesh, which was chosen by Frote. What do you expect to see, apart from lots of rips from stupid wall hacks and view cones, in Haven then, Gunther? What do you want to see? What sort of spin would excite you the most?
Well, Haven is an interesting map, right? Because Haven is one of those maps that can kind of go very well or very poorly very quickly. So to see it as a primary pick instead of a randomly chosen decider, I think that's going to mean that Mikulers has a lot of preparation on this map. And so I'm expecting to see him with a plan. I'm expecting to see good isolations. But meanwhile, he's up against Frote, who, knows the game back and forth. So
well, it says
I expect that we'll see similar things from him, too.
Exactly. I mean, it says it right at the top there, 3-time RR champion. Yeah, you could say his record is padded because he's only ever had to play me once. But, bless him, he's managed to get through against other players.
Yeah, can we add an asterisk to the end of champion there?
Okay, well, the spin is now live. Gunther, would you mind telling the people what we can expect?
I would love to. All right, so we have Tyson Williams with a fall while disguised as the personal trainer. We have Stephen Bradley with a machete while disguised as a lifeguard. And we have Ludmila Petrova with a loud explosive weapon while disguised as the snorkel instructor.
Okay, the admin's not going light on our combatants today. I mean,
not at all.
I mean, a loud explosive weapon is always a challenge, no matter where you're trying to do it. But snorkel instructor, not an easy disguise grab. Loud weapon, obviously, a pain. Machete as well. I mean, that's a big old unit to carry around, isn't it? Is it two-handed or is it concealable?
I believe it's concealable in the briefcase. I think basically, I don't remember where we ended up on the katana debate the other night, but I think basically anything that you can stow on your back can go into a briefcase.
Well, I found this with the Messanoon. You can't put that back in a briefcase. You can carry it in.
You can't put it back in, but you can carry it in. Okay, yeah, interesting.
It is interesting. It's also annoying. Mikulers,
of course.
Mikulers straight in, pretty much around the minute mark there. He started as the personal trainer, which makes sense. You've got no suit kills. Why not start as one of the disguises you need to get? Again, personal trainer, a pain in the bum to grab unless you've got Seeker or Karma, because otherwise you're gonna have to get him in the middle of the gym there.
Yeah.
Mikulers headed straight towards Ludmila. He's got a dart in hand. Here we go. We're going to see some leading. And he got her with the first Seeker dart. Well done. Froggy straight in going for the Stephen Bradley isolation. Also as the personal trainer. Looks to have got him.
Yeah, and that's the same isolation that Mikulers went for as well. Oh, so I think both players with similar plans here, because it looks like Frote might be heading toward Ludmila. Let's get her sickened as well.
And a good shout there, knocking out by Frote, knocking out that sleeping guard. Even though he was asleep, you don't want him waking up and getting in your way. And it's a free knockout as well, of course, because he's going to need that. He's going to need that costume. He's going to need that disguise.
Yeah, that's true.
Which he's in. Now the machete, I do believe that you can bring that one in.
And yeah, did we see them bring that in the loadout?
No, they were too quick for us, mate.
Yeah. So he's gonna have to go and grab one, but he's got a couple of options here.
Well, Mikulers coming up to the Bradley isolation. Guard knocked out. Oh, now there is a target lockdown. I don't believe his guard is orange.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think that might have been Steven seeing his guard getting knocked out rather than...
Right. It doesn't look like anybody else was alerted to the target lockdown.
Nope.
So that should be Bradley isolated.
And Frote, meanwhile...
Did get himself seen by the security cameras, but that's okay. They're kind of hard to avoid on Haven.
Yeah. Frote knocking out Bradley and his guard as well there. All nice and safe. He's still got the green guns. And he's picked himself up the machete from inside this little security hut by underneath the gym. So he can get this one very, very quickly now. Frote fast approaching his first kill, knowing exactly where that machete was as well. So he didn't have to bring one in because there was one very close by.
That was incredibly close by, so that's just good map knowledge right there.
Very, very, very good. Whereas Mikulers obviously didn't do that, so therefore...
Yeah, and I think since he's already got it set up, I think he's working on his isolation of Tyson Williams.
Maybe it's a timing thing.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, maybe.
Could well be a timing thing. But either way, Mikulers also taking care of the security camera console there.
So that should get him green guns again once he takes out Bradley. But that's one of the things we saw last night. Somebody ripped because they did something similar where they made a target lockdown. They looked fine. They were just red guns from the target, but then after killing the target, they didn't get those green guns again.
Ooh.
So
yeah, that's heartbreaking as well, considering they'd have gone on to do a whole lot of things, a whole lot of
right
more
past that,
work,
expecting to get green guns back, and then
not getting them. Yeah, that would I would swear. I would probably I'd probably turn the air a little bit blue.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, there's definitely that feeling, but
just a quick question from the for the chat there. Are the audio levels all right? I should be asking more often than I do. They seem to change every bloody match, so
right.
Yeah. Okay, Mikulers getting himself a bodyguard disguise there from in this closet, maybe? No. What did he just pick up?
He picked up the dongle, I believe, the thing that you can give to Tyson to isolate him.
Smart move. Now Tyson with a full kill, and with the view cones being what they are on Haven, can't be that many safe places to drop him off. Without getting spotted. But getting him in here will certainly help, won't it?
Yeah, I'm wondering, does he have a clear shot? If he gets him in there, does he have a clear shot?
We had a rip from Frote as well. And he's just restarted again. Doors are not Frote's friend in RR. No, they are not. Okay, so Mikulers is 5 minutes and 20 seconds in.
Yeah, and he's got his 2 isolations on Stephen Bradley and Ludmila Petrova. Looks like he's about to isolate Tyson Williams once he goes through some role play here.
We love a bit of role play. You can't beat it. You can, obviously. You can be quicker. But but for my money, bit of role play. People like to see it. When I say people, I mean me.
Yeah, but you're the primary caster, so of course you matter the most right now.
There you go. Yeah, it's all about me. Okay. Mikulers. The problem with role play is it's like, hurry up, come on. I know I've got to go through this rigmarole. Is there any way I can bypass this?
Right, well, because we can see both players, the audience can see both players, but both players have no idea what the other player is doing. So in Mikulers' mind, does Frote have a way to do this isolation faster than this role play? Is he already way ahead of me? How far along is he going? Has he already gotten this kill? Like, all that stuff is going through your mind while you're playing this. It's very stressful, I gotta imagine.
It really is. Did you compete at all this 20 Gunther? I don't think you did you? Just...
Oh, no, of course not. No.
No, as someone who went out quite quickly, I can tell you it's real.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
I believe
real.
it.
Yeah, it's absolutely real. The not knowing what your opponent is up to is a killer. And it's every time you see a spin, you think, oh, that's easy. No, it ain't. It's only easy when there's zero pressure. When you're up against it, and especially when at this stage in the tourney, when you're up against the quick boys.
Yeah. Because we're so late at this point. This is round 5, and yeah, I mean, like you said, there's only a few people left in each bracket.
Yep.
As well as whoever loses this is out. This is a lower bracket match.
Oh, we got a rip from Mikulers there. He got spotted on the way out the villa by an enforcer.
Bodies.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's devastating because he was so far along in his run.
He was about 7 or 8 minutes in. So we are now talking to 7 or 8 minutes in, coming at 9 minutes in the spin. So that was basically his first run. And he's missed a seeker shot there, Mikulers has, on Stephen Bradley as the personal trainer. So he needs to start again there. Karma filling up the chat there with clown wigs by the looks of things. Welcome in, Karma, good to see you. Okay, Frote in the meantime does have Stephen dead. He's now outside. Where is he outside there? That's down by... Here comes a very sick man.
Yeah, who's he got sick? Is that
the snorkel instructor?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he now goes to a hut to be sick. There you go.
Yeah, right. I remember getting him sick just the other day, and I remember that he did this. So this is it takes a bit longer, but I mean that's a way smarter way to isolate him.
Yeah, you don't want to be messing about in the bushes with him.
No.
But saying that, even getting him in here, which is really secluded, still not a guarantee you're not going to get spotted.
That's true. There are walls in there, so you never know.
Yeah, they don't matter on Haven. Or Hokkaido, apparently, anymore.
Yeah.
Ceilings either. Floors,
they're made of a very fine mesh.
Yeah. Yep. And everybody's got spot-on eyeballs.
Very attentive NPCs in Haven and Hokkaido.
Okay, Mikulers getting the isolation on Ludmilla here in one of those huts. She goes down. He's probably going to drag her somewhere safe. No, he's going to leave her over the bowl. Should be okay there for the time being. Picking up his stash. So this must be the shark hut then that Mikulers is in. It is indeed. You can tell by the positioning on the boardwalk. Frote in the meantime, giving it a bit of a bump to Ludmilla's guard. He's got a remote emetic tool in hand. I forget what it's actually called.
Looks like he's planning on dropping it near Ludmilla.
Yeah, he can place it as well because he is a security guard type chap. He's allowed to be armed. And the actual detonation of it doesn't matter. Okay, so Ludmilla's being sick. Stephen Bradley is isolated from Mikulers.
Yep, and those red guns are from the body getting spotted by the target, so you should still be green guns once he takes care of Stephen Bradley.
Yeah, he was still plenty green when he knocked out the guard and he was on his way to the deck. So that should be absolutely fine. Frote taking his time, he's not taking any chances. This is Haven, and rushing will get you into trouble. Mikulers got himself some... well, he's got a frog. And he also got
for the road.
Yeah, for the road, yeah. You know, who doesn't take a frog with him for the road?
Yeah, Central Travel Pack.
Exactly, man. Yeah, he's got a medical exemption. But he also got himself a bit of camera trouble there, but again, not a problem. Wasn't trespassing. That will just leave his guns yellow. Froggy's got...
It looks like he's about to take them out now, the cameras. But yeah, Frote just isolated Ludmilla. And interesting timing on Frote's part to isolate Ludmilla in the men's bathroom.
Yeah, and just had a chap walk in there. Fingers crossed that won't...
Pretty sure that door will close in time.
Yeah, hopefully that won't upset his plans. Well, it hasn't yet, so it's looking pretty safe.
I think that guy just goes in there to wash his hands or something. I don't think he actually goes into either of the stalls. So...
Oh, he's one of those guys.
Okay. One of those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, check his hard drive. Okay, so we got 6 minutes and 25 seconds on Froggy's in-time clock there. Has Stephen Bradley down? Has Luke Miller isolated? He's in a villa guard disguise, headed to the villa, or virtually inside the villa now. Probably going to
He's
grab
also got
himself.
the snorkel instructor disguise.
Yes,
He's
he
already
does.
isolated him, so that puts him worlds ahead right now.
And he's also taken out the security cameras there, which is nice.
Yeah, not even been seen by him yet, just preemptively. It'll make getting around the villa a bit easier in the snorkel instructor disguise.
It will. Mikulers is downstairs in the facility, I think. Just knocked out a guard, getting himself...
the dongle again, I believe.
Yep. So he's going to obviously do himself a bit more role play.
Yep. Get that isolation on Tyson. And yeah, hopefully move the bodies just out of the vision of that guard for when he opens up that bookcase again.
Yep. When is the deadline for round 5 and 6? Sometime this week, I should imagine. The grand finale being next Sunday. But if you check hitmaps.com, that'll have your local listings. Okay, so we got
local listings.
Your local listings, yeah, in your
like
local
that
time
phrasing.
zone and everything.
I'm gonna start using that.
Now, Froggy making everybody in the facility sick there. Going to start doing some naughty things to the server. Mr. Mike would not approve.
Server integrity compromised. Attention required.
Mikulers confronting is the wrong word. Meeting with Tyson Williams there, currying himself some favour with a dongle / USB stick full of porn.
Of course.
Of course, you
Tyson's favorite.
know, Tyson's favourite type of porn.
Like
as well.
catnip to him.
Yep. What was it in Better Call Saul? Yeah, he's a pie cobbler, pie smasher or whatever it was. If you haven't seen Better Call Saul, you have to see it to know what I mean. And trust me, it's brilliant.
It's a good show, though.
It's
so
a great
recommended.
show. Okay, Mikulers getting the roleplay, getting on. Tyson's about to show him to his secret man cave. I swear this innuendo is not on purpose. They're not
I think it works.
They're not double entendres, they're single entendres, and proud of it. Okay, no live kills either, so you don't have to worry about... You can knock these guys out, you don't have to leave them walking around, so that's quite useful. And that's a lovely spot as well for Mikulers to isolate Tyson. Should be, and I say this with all sarcasm, should be no problems with wall hacks here. Froggy does not have a key card, so he's going to need to open up a side ladder. Well pointed out there, Fusky. Yeah, can you do that from inside? Because he's at the ladder, he doesn't have a key card.
Yeah.
Can you do it from here? He can.
Because I don't think this thing requires a key card.
No, you can get out from there. Entering the Haven Labs requires a key card and a uniform. Luckily, both are within reach. Now, the only time you should actually say that is when you're actually flying away from the island.
Yeah, after the targets have been killed and you're home and dry.
Exactly. Okay.
Watching Simpsons.
Frote is now just past 10 minutes on this particular run. We've got 43 minutes and 10 seconds left in the spin, so we're virtually 17 minutes in. Mikulers 7 minutes and 25 seconds into his run. Froggy does have one kill down. He does have Luke Miller isolated and a snorkel instructor isolated. He's now working on getting Tyson to listen to an iron falling on the floor. Mikulers, as we know, yeah, Mikulers, as we know, does have Bradley isolated, does have Tyson isolated, and does he have Luke Miller? I think he does as well, doesn't he?
I believe so, yeah, because yeah, he got her in the shortcut, right?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, Tyson is isolated for Froggy. Just needs to find somewhere very tall to send him off.
Yeah, he's got a banister right here. His ladder takes him straight up. All he has to do is get to the snorkel instructor and then come back to the villa and just go straight down the ladder. He won't really have to go through any enforcing areas or anything. So neither player opting to try and toss Tyson off of the second floor of the villa, which is smart.
Yeah, far too many eyeballs. We've said it before, Haven is view cones on steroids. And Santa Fortuna is RNG on meth. Dr. Singh entering the villa there, and he's got no patient to go find. If he does actually find him, that would be a bit of a pain, wouldn't it? So...
Yeah. Just beeline straight for him. This end of the secret lab.
Yep. Oh, you don't look well. No shit, I've got the imprint of an iron in my forehead.
Still embedded, in fact.
Yeah. Mikulers got... we got a bit of sus there from Mikulers,
wow.
but no reason for that at all, yeah. But he's absolutely fine.
I mean, good reaction to duck down as quick as he did.
He got down very quickly.
He's got the machete over here as well, so this should be the Stephen Bradley kill down for him.
He's just making sure everything's in order, and he's done it. Okay, Stephen Bradley down for Mikulers. He is taking no chances. That boy is getting boxed. That's a known spot, is it? Okay. I've got to admit, I'd still be annoyed if somebody saw me through the bloody door there. Yeah, Mikulers not taking any chances at all. Bradley and his guard getting boxed. And Froggy is now in the personal trainer disguise, making his way over the villa wall. Gonna have to go find Tyson. He should be able to get in through the secret entrance, because he opened it from downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is. Yep, no problem. As Fusk was saying earlier on, you have to have a key card to open it from the other way up. Now, where is Tyson going to go? He's going to go for a ride. Oh, this is so dodgy. Is this going to kill him?
Should, I believe I saw
and it does. Yep.
Excellent.
Okay, Frote now has Stephen Bradley and Tyson Williams down. Ludmilla is isolated in one of the huts. Or was it a male bathroom? One or the other, I think.
The male bathroom for Frody, the hut for Mikulers.
Thank you. And he does have a bomb which he picked up from the villa, because there's a free one there. Well, free, air quotes. He's just gonna
right.
Yeah, he's just gonna get out of here. Oh, that's a nice move. He's that's a different bomb though, isn't it? No, Frog, what you done?
Oh.
No.
I thought that was the gas. What the fuck am I doing?
For an emetic?
He
What
thought
am I
he
doing?
we just heard Frote on
roulette brain, yo.
Frote, he's just confirming roulette brain. He thought that was the emetic gas, and yeah, heard him quite loud in my ears and saying, "I thought that was the gas. What the fuck am I doing?" Roulette brain, yo.
Dang.
Oh mate, no, that was
so far in the spin too. He had the snorkel instructor disguise isolated. All he had to do was go drop a bomb next to Ludmilla, head to the exit in the snorkel disguise, and detonate on exit. So
yeah, he was home and hosed once he got past those guards. Essentially, you can't. You can just to the left of that Moody. You can climb the wall. Where you get in if you're climbing that wall, but however, it's competition, and Christ, it just happened to Frote. It can happen to anyone. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, it makes me feel better when I do something like that.
Yeah,
to know that I'm not alone.
I get what you mean there. I know exactly what you mean. That does give Mikulers a massive head start now.
Does, but he's got his work cut out for him here, because he's got to get the body of Tyson Williams through this part, basically.
Yeah.
If he can get to the other side, he's almost guaranteed the kill. There is a banister that you can throw him off of right there, but getting there is going to be a challenge.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I mean, would you feel confident on any level, especially Haven, doing that, dragging him so far?
No, not at all. Especially 12 and a half minutes into the spin.
Yeah. And, well, with 37 minutes and 15 seconds left to go on the spin, you're going to be thinking you're deep into the level. You're deep into this run. You've put a lot into it. pressure is just building and building and building. I mean, again, going back to the rip from Froggy there, he felt quite comfortable clicking that. It was like, yeah, it's the emetic, grenade, and it was not. Either way, Stephen Bradley is down for Frote at 2 minutes. He's probably going to try turbo mode now, and he's going to have to catch up. He was so close, so close. And that's the other challenge as well with this. You have to put whatever happened out of your mind. You just got to crack on. It doesn't matter what you did before. It's a new run. Doesn't matter what you did before. That's a long seeker on the snorkel instructor. It looks like he got him. Yeah, it certainly does. He's holding his belly. He's going to be off to the shark hut. And Froggy's got that long wait for him to get there. Sorry, that's not the shark hut. That's the manta ray hut, which is Dr. Singh's.
Right.
And
it still works out really well because it's one of the less populated huts. So.
Exactly, yeah. In fact, isn't that the one that Ludmilla goes to when you scare her? Right at the start.
like when you... I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. It's NPCJ, is it? Sorry, not the snorkel instructor. Of course, they look identical. Look at those long flowing locks.
Of course. All right. Well, Mikulers, meanwhile, got one of the researchers here sick, and it was the one by this wall, so he should be clear to get through here. But
should be. That's the key. That the should is doing an awful lot of work in that sentence, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's Haven. It's Haven. View cones on steroids. I know you meant it as a joke, FaZe. Don't worry. CJ has used the joke himself, so it's absolutely fine.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, he's going right at the top.
Going to be taking him to the top, but there are so many eyes,
aren't there? I mean, you can get Big Sus up there just by being. Yeah. So I mean, this is a tricky one. Oh, can he push him off this end?
Oh,
nice. That was good thinking. Now he needs to be very careful here. Let's see if he can get away with it. He's taking his time. The nerves must be jangling right now, man. Okay, here we go.
I wouldn't take him to the middle here.
He got him.
He's fine. Oh my goodness, that was so
ballsy.
Stressful.
It was ballsy. It was nerve-wracking. It was all those things. It was pure Roulette Rivals. Oh, and Frote's missed the secret shot.
Oh no.
He does have an emetic mine though on him, but he is in the snorkel disguise rather than a guard. So dropping it could be tricky. He's going to need to put it in a place where no one can see. But this is Haven. Ooh, wow, that was so close. He placed it on the pillar by the bar. Got a lot of attention, but
a lot of whoosh. But he actually placed it out of sight.
He did, and he got away with that. That was clutch.
And that was clutch. I mean, really good improvisation because you're 4.5 minutes into the spin at that point, and he knows he can't restart and make up all that ground very quickly. So that was a good improv to get him back to where he needed to be.
Exactly. Wisebot has just come up with a link there to submit your favourite moments of her. Oh, and Froggy's restarted there.
Oh no!
Obviously didn't get. I don't think he could have got Ludmilla then.
She might have been going to the women's restroom. He might have just kind of thrown off his timing.
Yeah, he obviously wasn't happy with it. Like I was saying, Wisebot just throwing up a link there to if you got any highlights you want to submit, use that form. Not necessarily from this match, although I can imagine there might be a couple. There's still a long way to go yet. But any moments from the competition that you wanna bring attention to that think should be honoured or memorialised, put them in that doc. Of course, you've also got
Mikulers probably heading toward the snorkel instructor disguise.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his seeker equipped. I'm wondering if he has one more dart. If he's gonna go for the hut isolation on the snorkel instructor.
It's the last piece of Mikuler's puzzle, isn't it? The snorkel instructor. He's got everything else he needs. I.e., Ludmilla is isolated. He just needs NPCJ for the... And this is what we were talking about earlier on with this dodgy bit of foliage. Trying to grab him here because he's got the attention of a guard there rather than... Yeah, he's just in a double audio lure on the guard who's just out of his sight. Here he goes. Yeah, now he's going to go right to where he was stood. Has to be careful because he does have a screwdriver in hand and it's all too easy to throw a screwdriver at someone's head rather than on the floor or at a wall.
47's killer instinct takes over, and
it does. He's a vicious bastard, but cold and calculating at the same time.
Yes,
unless you're a 12-year-old girl, then he'll move heaven and earth for you. Okay, so Mikuler's doing the dance here with the snorkel instructor, trying to get that disguise.
He's got a counter dart, so if he can bring him over, but that spot, for whatever reason, the snorkel instructor is not hearing it. But
no,
that
he's
guard
not.
is.
I think there's two. Well, I mean, the guard's going to enforce first, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's part of the AI.
Looks like he might be opting to get him under the bridge if he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to go that way.
I mean,
it might be... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just going to say, going back to Froggy there, he's at 2 minutes and 40, and he's got Stephen Bradley down and killed again, so he's happy there. But now it's the long old wait for the snorkel instructor, which is quite ironic, really, that Frote is getting him now, waiting for the snorkel instructor to come to him, and even giving access to the villa by opening the door for him. NPCs, as we know, are magical. They can open doors that you cannot.
Yes.
They can go into areas that you are not allowed.
Yeah, secret passageways, and Dartmoor, all that stuff.
Everything. Okay, so snorkel instructor boxed, and that disguise is ready for Frote when he needs it. Now, who is up next? I should imagine it would be Ludmilla trying to isolate her and her guard again.
Yeah, and if he gets Ludmilla early enough, she does go to that male restroom, which makes it a heck of a lot easier to isolate her.
Yeah. Mikulers, on the other hand, there, 20 minutes and 30 seconds into his run, really having a hard time with this snorkel instructor isolation. He's just not having it. Having no luck at all.
Yeah, sure.
And the snorkel instructor enforcing a woman.
Yeah, and he continues to do that. It's the third time Mikulers has had that enforcement, which is frustrating. And it looks like he just did it again.
Oh, and she saw him throwing a
micro.
No! She saw him throwing the micro bomb, which he was trying to use to lure the snorkel instructor. Because, of course, he had a crowbar as an audio lure for her. And... yeah, so that's a rip. That's a massive rip. So we are now 31 minutes and 40 seconds, near as damn it is to swearing, into this spin. We've had a rip from Mikulers there, who was 22 minutes into his in-game time. That is heartbreaking.
He had the isolation. He just needed to get the snorkel instructor disguise, and he would have basically been out at that point.
Yeah, but then, I mean, Frote was on his way. He was just getting out of the villa. Had forgotten all about the easy climb over the wall to the left. But again, it's the competition. This is what it does to you. This is what it does to some of the best players ever. Okay, Mikulers got the secret shot on Ludmilla. She is on her way to the bathroom. Froggy has Ludmilla isolated now as well in that male bathroom, and her guard is not a problem either. Just needs to go to the villa and sort out Tyson. Now, it was quite a journey getting the Tyson kill, wasn't it? Because he uses was it a frog or an emetic flower in
I
the
believe it
aircon
was the
system.
flower.
Yeah,
I
in
think I
the
saw Adoria mention the flower in chat.
yeah. What's he got to do? He needs a full kill, like you say. So everybody's been practicing that peekaboo to get Tyson out of the villa. Wouldn't do anybody any good here. You need to get him somewhere you can drop him off a ledge. And more importantly, a lethal ledge. And more importantly than that, if that is such a phrase, where you're not going to get spotted for dumping him over.
Right.
And this is Haven. View cones on steroids.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think both players have the right approach in getting him down to the kind of research server facility, because there are less view cones down there if you can clear it out.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I much more feel safer with Frote's isolation technique here, just because he does, for the most part, clear that area out. But he still dragged Tyson's body by a few people. They were just a little bit further away. They were still on the other side of glass. Like, the wrong head turn, the wrong time. That's an instant compromise.
Yeah, I mean, not an easy kill. Not an easy kill at all.
Mikulers grabbed the frog again, but again, I don't know if he used that last time at all.
Server integrity.
It's always good luck to have a frog in your pocket.
It's true.
That's what they say. That's what they say in the old country.
It didn't pay off for him this last time, unfortunately.
It did not, but you know, that's because it's an old wives' tale. I never said it was true. I just said it was a saying. Okay, Froggy coming up to 8 minutes in game time, with 35 minutes gone in the spin. He's knocking off the servers now, and again, just basically trolling Mr. Mike by breaking servers. It's just rude, very, very rude. He's got people moving. Mikulers, he's down at the back entrance to the what's it called down there? The lab, the facility. What do you want to call it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm struggling to remember. You know what? I'm on Hitmaps right now. See if I can take a look.
No, Coders for Life. That does not count as a full kill. I don't think.
We've got server farm. I think that's
the server farm. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Actually, Coders, that's a very good point. I don't know. Mo, you're one of the rule type chaps. Not you, Coates. Mo. Coates is saying it does, and that's a really good point.
Coates saying it does. I think Mo said yes.
It does.
And Julian says it does. Okay, so
there you go. As well as jacuzzi. Jacuzzi's a drown, though, isn't it? It's not a fall. Or an electric. You can get an electrocution in the jacuzzi, obviously. Hot tub banana. Right, I'm going to stop reading chat. They're not making any sense anymore. We've all gone crazy because of the hot tubs. Okay, so Frote, 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Nearest damn it. A little look around, waiting for Tyson to get here so we can lure him over again. However, to be honest, when you see a spin, and you see fall, you instantly think of dumping someone over a railing, don't you?
That's what I thought.
Yep.
100%.
Certainly.
I know about, like, the fall in water counting as a fall, and I still... I'd never go for that if it was a fall condition for myself.
Apart from Ludmilla, that would be Ludmilla fall suit. That would be quite a quick one to get.
That'd be a quick one to get.
Okay, Frote has Tyson isolated. He's got the secret server farm entrance open without a key because he's done it from the inside. So he is now off to go and get the personal trainer disguise, which is what he started in. So that's nicely and safely stashed for him. Mikulers, in the meantime, 6 minutes and 15 seconds on his in-game time. going for the roleplay strat again for the nice simple isolation on Tyson. But with that really risky, that bum clenching drag of Tyson
He has
up,
so far
up
to
those
go.
stairs.
He has so far to
man.
go, and he opted to take him to the floor above as well instead of that little opening right next to the stairs that lead to that upper catwalk area.
Well, again, I mean, when you said about that, I thought surely that's not far enough for him to die. But apparently so.
Right.
But he is a weak old man, isn't he? He's not very well.
He is. He's very, very sick.
Yeah. Mikuler's giving himself red guns there for letting Tyson spot his guard, but not a problem. Because those red guns
that
only
he
apply to
waited
Tyson.
to do that.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if there was a strategy behind that or
Just to rub it in, a bit of video.
just to show him what's about to happen.
Yeah. You fucked with me last time. You're getting it this time. A bit of video game cruelty, I think the TV trope is called. Me making a very good point there. You speak like this game is consistent. It's consistently wall hacky.
Yeah, that's true. Like you can expect certain things.
You can expect to get made angry.
Yeah.
Shout at the
I'd say
screen.
that's consistent.
Okay, Frote now getting the kill on Tyson, and that is safely done. Tyson
Very
Williams
safely
is
done.
down. Ludmilla, if this is anything like his last run, Ludmilla is isolated. The snorkel instructor, Disguise, is isolated. He will have a loud weapon in his hand. Now, Moo pointed out before, he doesn't have to go out the front gate here. Doesn't have
See what
to.
he does.
But however, if he can karma that guard, they
Oh,
should lose
yeah.
enforcer status. There we go. And he can just run out. He's just making sure he's letting that dude get in front. He's
waiting.
not taking any chances now. And who can blame him? After getting
we've
royally screwed last time.
Yeah, we've seen enforcer dots reappear randomly. Like all you need is an instance, and it would.
That's
it would
red
totally
guns,
rip 'em,
and that's
so.
a rip. Yep. Totally get you. Okay, Froggy now on his way to... Is it the men's bathroom? No, it's
For
the...
Ludmilla?
Well, he needs to go to the shark hut first, or the manta ray hut, to get the...
The snorkel instructor disguise, yeah.
Or unless he's going to drop the explosive in there first.
Oh,
which-
that would be way smarter, yeah. Because it's going to be an exit detonation. There's no way.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm concerned about for Frody's plan here is the guy that wanders into that bathroom. Because this explosion will most likely blow the door open.
Okay.
So he's going to have to hope that he's not in there.
Mikulers has just got the Bradley kill as the lifeguard. He's now back in the PT instructor, well, the personal trainer disguise, headed back over to the server farm. Frote letting himself into Manta Ray Hut from beneath, making sure he's not going to get spotted going in, and goes back out that little maintenance hatch. Ooh, big whoosh there from Mikulers. He's getting some big attention. That might just be too much.
Man.
He's got through it. Woo.
Oh my goodness.
That was tight. That was
That's
tight.
about as far as you could go.
It really was. That was a full sus bar almost, like 99%, man.
Oh, man.
Oof. Why not drop explosive and do scuba exit? Because roulette brain. I would say first, 'cause that would be my... He's done her, and he's at the boat, and Frote is out of there. Wow. 17 minutes and 40 seconds left to go on the spin. 43 minutes all told. We're just waiting for the admin confirmation. I don't think there's going to be a problem. Looks like Frote will take Mikulers' map off him, actually. Frote will go into Marrakesh with a 2-0 lead. Once we have the confirmation, 15 minutes and 1 second in-game time. And there it is.
Score 2-0. Almost there. One more target.
Oof. What a fight. This
Yeah,
is
I mean, and so
Roulette
close.
Fight, man.
I mean, Mikulers
Oh,
had
shit,
it,
I can't,
arguably, up until the scuba instructor kind of
that
proved too
fall kill
difficult to
for Titan
grab.
threw me off so much.
yeah, man.
Holy
I,
shit,
that was
so
his
bad.
his map. I mean, it was his pick. He had Ludmilla
I thought I was
isolated.
throwing
He
that
he had
remote
everything that he
medic
needed to go.
instead of that
His
fucking
run was definitely a lot
dude.
longer than Frote's. Even at that point, he was around like 20 minutes or so. But yeah, just a frustrating moment getting spotted tossing that micro.
Yeah, I
Really
mean,
did him in.
that really was unfortunate. He did have other audio lures he could have used, but that doesn't occur at the time, does it? It just
Right.
These things happen. These things absolutely happen. Oh, what a match! What a match! So we're basically 43 minutes in now. The spin shouldn't be too far away. Let me just check the Discord. Let's see what it says there. Marrakesh at 48 minutes past the hour. So we've got 5 minutes. We've started up a new prediction. Hopefully you've been paid out your Bruce Bucks for that last map. Whew. Marrakesh then, chat. I mean, are we quite happy to go to Morocco for a holiday after the Maldives have been so unkind and so stressful to us? Oh no,
I
we got it.
certainly am.
Well, Fusk has given us an update there. He's saying that Marrakesh at 53 minutes past the hour. So we've got another we've got another 8-9 minutes. So we're just gonna have a little comfort break ourselves, and we'll see you in 1 second. Okay, welcome back, or we are back even. We see Mikulers, he's just finishing off his run there. Fair play. He's going for the moral victory. He is out of the level at 15 minutes and 47 seconds for in-game time. Obviously,
they did have similar in-game times.
They did. Frote uses 15 minutes and 1 second, I believe. So there was 46 seconds in it, of all things. Yep, so there you go. You see Mikulers got it. I mean, moot point at this point, but it is what it is. And we are off to Marrakesh, which is Frote's pick. Frote taking the first round there. Mikulers' map, taking that off him. And if Mikulers does get this one, and it does go to a decider, Mikulers banned Paris, which is understandable against Frote, and Frote banned Dubai. So if there is a decider, no Paris, no Dubai, obviously no Haven and no Marrakesh because they've just been played. Oof. Have people got their predictions in? The predictions, I assume, are still working. They're going in. That's fine. Still waiting on that to finish. And obviously, yes, the timer got extended, so you can't bet anymore. Sorry, I can't help you there. There's nothing I can do. Highlights from round one there, Gunther. I mean, like you say, both guys had chances to finish that earlier, much earlier. But
they did, and just some unfortunate timings on the toss of the micro explosive by Mikulers. Really, like that was his winning run right there. All he had to do was get that snorkel instructor disguise, and as we just saw, he was able to do it there. It's heartbreaking, you know. But same thing goes earlier for Frote on his rip. Like, it was his match to finish right then and there. And just like you said, roulette brain kind of gets to all players of all skill levels.
It certainly does. We're seeing that. Yeah, it certainly. I mean, throwing the remote explosive rather than the remote emetic device. As soon as he threw it, it was like, oh, dude, that's a bomb. And non-target kill. It's like, oh wow, it really can happen to any of us. That was he had used the emetic already, and
right.
He thought he still had it. So I remember seeing him pick up the remote explosive and thinking, that's smart. That's something you don't have to bring in. You've got other, items you can bring in to make the spin easier. But the lads have to put Haven behind them now. They're on their way to Marrakesh. Right. Frote with the 2-0 lead, like we say. Marrakesh. Ooh, what haven't we seen in Marrakesh so far? I feel we've seen an awful lot of the fortune teller. Every practice spin I see come up, fortune teller's always in there. So I've got a feeling we're not going to see the fortune teller this time.
It is a popular Roulette Rivals condition, so yeah I would say I'd say we'd see something. I saw earlier Mikulers was practicing the isolation on the intern, so maybe something like that would be fun to see. Shopkeeper we've seen a couple times in the tournaments.
Steve the intern.
I'd love to see a battle axe spin. That'd be amazing.
I love a battle axe. Well, there are of course two on the map, aren't there? One stuck in the air con up by the school, and the other one just on ground level, near
shop.
Yeah, near one of the exits.
Near one of the exits, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Mikulers preloading into the map. Not normally a necessity for the PC, but why not? Get your mechanics on the go. And Froggy's there at the moment.
Some quit scoping.
Yeah. Froggy's just sat there, bizarre entrance, clown suit, calmer, everything else blank. Ready to load up and not get confused by, well, the spin. Have I already put that in there? You know, if it's blank, I haven't filled it in yet, which makes sense. Okay, now the spin is live. I believe it's my turn, so
go ahead.
I'm going to go with it's Razor Zaydan, Explosion Accident as the waiter. Ooh, Klaus Strandberg, Fire as the consulate janitor. Wow. Okay, let's get some player audio up.
All right, so I gotta imagine that we're gonna see the honeycomb isolation here.
Well, that's the it is honeycomb that you say in at Zaydan's office to get him there, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. Awkward one as well, because you need to be in the consulate janitor, so you've got to get from Zaydan's office to get the janitor disguise and then back down to the middle there.
Right. Unless you
Interesting.
set it up somehow before you do the call in. But you're really focusing on timing there. So,
You are. And nobody picking up that EMP device or whatever it may be. Okay,
Right.
Frote's in, he's 30 seconds in, he's got a propane flask in hand as the waiter. He started as the waiter. Mikuler's doing exactly the same thing, grabbing the propane device from the handyman shed.
Locate General Zaydan.
And but Froggy with a swift march there. We got a pause from Mikuler's. Is he just having a bit of a check on something? Not too happy about something there, maybe.
What?
Frote climbing out of a window in front of a soldier. Not a care in the world. Doesn't give a
That's
toss.
how they travel.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
want my
it-
food delivered through the window as well at speed.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't want to talk to him. I just want my food. Go on, get out of here.
Right.
Okay.
Dropping off the waiter disguise closer to Zaydan.
Yep. And also making sure we can get upstairs to get honeycomb activated.
Right. Yeah. So it looks like he's going for the bathroom isolation on Zaydan.
Yep. And he could, of course, he can remote trigger that as well, can't he?
Yeah, which
And
I
that-
believe is his plan.
He's managed to get the propane flask up there. That's an awkward throw from that spot. More often than not, it helps to go from outside in the alleyway and throw it through the window. Although you do have to be careful that it doesn't go all the way through and fall down the hole where those two lads are chatting shit about Zaydan.
Mm-hmm.
Now to locate General Zaydan.
And the RNG of the bounciness of propane tanks has left many a person wondering where their item went.
One the other day in Hokkaido, there was an explosion for soldiers, and they'd missed hitting the window and they'd hit the ledge underneath, so they didn't get the wall bang that way.
Oh,
And so I went to get the propane flask to save it, and again, the propane flask bounced and bounced and bounced, went way out of the range of soldiers, and it was so unfortunate. So yeah, propane
Yeah.
flasks, they do not bounce even. Not every throw is the same, despite the fact you might throw it in exactly the same bloody spot. Okay, Frote has Zaydan isolated. There is is that a taser? Micro taser? Looks like.
I believe so. I believe that's a micro taser.
Yep, and so that's set up for Zaydan there. You can
He just
probably
has to get down and change into his waiter disguise. He can do the explosion on his way.
Well, I should imagine what's going to happen here is he's going to need the honeycomb for Klaus, and there is that officer outside Zaydan's office who is an enforcer. So get him out of the way. There's a little closet down there. You can box him in, although if you calmer him, you don't have to worry about boxing him. Nicely done.
Yaps to Calmer and can head
Yep.
right in.
I take it he's already got the code for the safe. There it is, yep. And it's right on the table where you start as a soldier. Propane RNG, even worse than the AI RNG. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Sparkles.
They are distant cousins. But
Ah. Okay, with that, Frote can change into the waiter, pop that bomb without any remorse, no guilt. And that is the first kill down. Mikulers, in the meantime, setting up a leaking propane and also dropping a micro taser. He's already in the waiter disguise.
and Frote was in the waiter disguise when he did the explosion. Yes.
He was indeed, yes, yeah. But he'd change
That
into
was
a
such
soldier
quick
disguise.
Change. Yeah, I looked away, I looked back, and he was still in the soldier disguise. So
Yeah, he was safely in it and out of it again. He did change into the soldier disguise to make it easier to go and get the honeycomb for a start, and also start setting up this Klaus kill. He can walk all the way through down here. He can clear people out if he needs to, and set up a remote kill on the fire if needs be. Just put a breacher or whatever on it.
Target down.
But he does need to get there as the janitor. You see, setting it up. Okay, Mikulers has got the Zaydan kill. And there you go. See, you can see a breacher on the oil drum there. But Frote taking out this guard so that breacher doesn't go walkabout. And I can only assume that from that position, Mikulers is in a dodgy spot there. He has blasted Zaydan, but he's in the school when he's done it.
And these are all enforcers up here.
Yeah, they're not going to. It's not as if they don't calm down. Oh, that's red guns, and like you said, there enforcers everywhere for him. That's a rip. 4 minutes and 50 odd seconds in, he's got to start that again. So Frote with a big lead now, coming up to 6 minutes.
Right.
Zaydan down. The Klaus kill. The Klaus is on his way to the fire that's awaiting him. Frote just needs to go upstairs, get himself the free consulate janitor disguise. Probably grab the car keys as well.
And that's the thing, isn't it? The janitor disguise itself is free in this instance, and so it's not going to have to worry about making sure that the right NPC gets lured the right way or anything like that. Like this
now
is almost guaranteed.
He's opening the door with an explosive there. Now there is a key card on the table. Will that panic Klaus? Is Klaus far enough away not to worry about what's going in the car park now?
I believe so.
I hope not.
It looks like he's all the way down.
Yeah, you don't have to puncture the barrel because he's got a breaching charge on it. That'll do all the work for you. And like I said, I think the breaching charge is in such a spot it doesn't matter. That it's not going to get spotted.
Now to locate General Zaydan.
Okay, he's picked up the Frote has picked up the car keys. He's just waiting for Klaus to stop moving. He can pop that breacher. Klaus will go on fire. It's looking like pretty close now. He's popped it. Klaus isn't dead.
There he goes.
And there he goes. Okay. Oof. And that is looking very much like a GG for Frote there. Mikulers had some hard time in the school there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just didn't quite get the... Well, he got the kill on Zaydan, but...
There we go, that's much better.
Frote's much happier with that.
I would
minutes.
imagine so. That was a much faster spin.
Wasn't it? 7 minutes and 30 seconds. And Frote gets the clean sweep 4-0.
There we go.
GG's, lads. GG's. Wow.
Fucking
You can hear Frote there.
Oh, I apologize for
The
that,
relief.
That was so bad. Yo, thanks Penny, thanks Adoria. I'm gonna stop the stream right away, I'm hungry as fuck, yo. I need the admin in like 1 hour. Guys.
Okay, Froggy there, obviously quite hungry. We're going to leave him there. Let's have a look and see what that's done to the brackets. That was a losers bracket match. So I'm afraid we have to say goodbye to Mikulers. But he's had a cracking run. To be quite honest, he's had a very good run there. Only a second tournament, I believe. And there we can see... Doop, 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 doop. Let's go to the losers bracket. There we go. Frote continues on to losers bracket round 6, and he will face the winner of Chris X3 versus Hardware. That should be quite a good match. And look how few names are up here now. All these names is thinning right down. And you look up into the winners bracket there. We're nearly there, man. We've got 4 left in the winners bracket. In for Fun, Georgie Kins, Yanini, Johnny X. Down in the losers bracket, Chris X, Hardware, Frote, David Red Sox, Pajero, and Meme Junkie. So it is getting tight. Now, I do believe the next match today is actually Georgiekins. It is. It's In for Fun versus Georgiekins. And that is live on Currymaker's channel nowish. Is that right?
Yeah. I believe in like an hour's time.
Oh yes, sorry, because I'm reading it on Hitmaps. It's showing it in my local time. I had CEST brain there, so, which is easy done. We've all fallen victim. If you or anybody has been affected by roulette brain or CEST brain, please call 555 47 47 47, and one of our very well-trained professionals will look after you. Okay, in the meantime, nobody I can see is live. Is there anybody on that we should be going raiding? Any suggestions in the chat? I see the Cotty's on, but he's got 100 people. We don't want to be bothering him with this trifling competition of a game he hates so much. Hot tubs. They always say the hot tubs. Right, well, we're going to leave it there then. Gunther, thank you ever so much for coming in, pal.
Thank you for inviting me. I had a lot of fun. Appreciate it.
No problem at all, and I'm hoping we'll get another cast to do again sometime. I enjoyed that. It was great fun. Lads, we'll see you in 55 minutes or less over at Currymaker's channel for In for Fun versus Georgiekins. What a match that promises to be. We shall see you all very soon. Love you loads. See you all.